It's fascinating, isn't it? That the most profound, simple, honest, and loudest thoughts can hit you while you're cleansing yourself in the shower. One drop of water isn't much, not when you compare that to the ocean, but then you remember that the ocean is just billions and trillions, or rather, an inconceivable number of water droplets. And suddenly, a single drop doesn't feel so small. When you're in the shower, you're covered in them, these droplets. You're being touched by something ancient, something vast. You're being cleansed by the ocean without stepping foot in it. And maybe that's why it all makes sense in there. Because Neptune, god of the sea, keeper of the subconscious, finds you in those moments. Whether you're floating in the ocean, sitting by a lake, or just standing still under a stream of hot water, he reaches you. And when he does, you swim through something deeper than just soap and steam. You swim through yourself. Water's beautiful, healing. It keeps us alive. But too much of it, and suddenly you're drowning. This fucking bug, oh my god. Okay. And last night in the shower, I felt that edge. That line between feeling cleansed and feeling like I was about to be pulled under. Thinking about the world and thinking about everything that's been happening. And how none of this feels normal. Because it's not. For context, I live with complex PTSD, but here in America, that's not even a diagnosis they'll give you. So officially, I have PTSD with dissociative features, which, yeah, makes sense. But it's weird trying to heal from trauma in a country that just keeps traumatizing you. I feel like I'm treading water every single day, just trying to keep my head above the surface. And I know I'm not the only one. I know so many people are feeling this, even if they don't have the words for it. That's why I wanted to talk through some of the things that help me stay afloat, that keep me from getting sucked into the chaos, that let me ride the waves instead of letting them crash all over me. But before we even talk about the light, we have to name the dark. I think about it like the night sky. If it wasn't dark outside, you wouldn't see the stars. The moon wouldn't glow like it does. Their beauty, their clarity, it only shows up because of the dark. And right now, we're in it. The darkness we're facing is real. It's heavy. It's traumatic. It's turbulent. It's disorienting. And that's just putting it lightly. Every day, we're hit with new headlines, new tragedies, new chaos. And it's happening so often that we're getting desensitized to it. And I don't think we're meant for that. I don't think we're supposed to carry this much, to witness this much, to hold this much pain every single day. But we are. We are witnessing it, and we are going through it. It's not that we're incapable, but I don't think we were ever meant to be this chronically exposed to suffering. And it's dystopian, honestly, watching everyone just try to survive. Bearing witness to humanity right now, watching the human condition play out in real time is wild. You've got people sacrificing everything just to make their voices heard. You've got people who've had their entire lives swept out from under them. You've got people using this chaos as fuel to finally chase the dream they've been putting off for years. You've got people sitting in the deepest parts of themselves, digging up who they really are, healing, changing, growing. And then you've got people who are just living, coping by not giving the chaos more power than it already has. Not ignoring it exactly, but choosing to move through life as normally as they can. And here's the thing, all of it's valid. Every reaction, every path, every choice we're making right now in these deeply abnormal times, they all make sense. Because when the world isn't normal, our responses aren't going to be normal either. My way of coping might look nothing like yours, and yours might look nothing like theirs. But what matters, what really matters, is that there's a collective experience here. We are united in this turbulence, even if it feels isolating. We are all swimming through it. One of the biggest problems we have as a nation and as a world is the front we put up. The illusion that we're fine, but none of us are fine. The only ones who appear fine are the ones in power, the ones who profit off our struggle, the ones who were born into privilege and don't know, or worse, don't care about what their policies do to us. They erase queer existence from federal records and call it biology. They ban gender-affirming care / abortion access and criminalize identity under the banner of values. They gut diversity programs and strip protections with just the stroke of a pen. They hunt migrants like prey, build walls on stolen land, rip apart families, deport without mercy, and call it national security. They jack up prices through tariffs while giving tax cuts to billionaires and bonuses to corporations. They raise the cost of groceries just to lower the cost of yachts. They pardon insurrectionists, stack the courts, fire anyone who speaks out, and call it restoring order. They fund war, not peace. They back genocide, cut food and aid to the displaced, abandon allies, and shake hands with tyrants, all while the world burns. They're not just passing laws, they're unraveling the fabric, tearing at the threads of what little democracy we had left. And somehow, we're expected to wake up, clock in, smile, and keep it moving. After all of those thoughts, I did what I always do when I need something to hold on to. I pulled a tarot card. I asked, what can we focus on right now? How do we survive this? And the card I pulled was the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, contentment, satisfaction. And at first I laughed because that feels so far away. But it's not about pretending things are okay. It's about honoring what is good. It's about noticing the things you've built even while the world burns. You could be graduating. You could be starting a dream. You could be building a friendship. You could be healing. You could have simply just gotten out of bed after a dark week. And that matters. The Nine of Cups says, drink from your own cups. Let yourself be nourished by the things you've poured into your life. Because that's how we survive this. In times like these, the only way to stay afloat is to honor every drop, every moment of joy, every small success, every breath that reminds you, hey, you're still here. Because enough small drops make an ocean. Enough ripples make a wave. And one day, when the time comes, we will be the wave that changes everything. But until then, we build our waters, we nourish ourselves, we find meaning in the little things, because the little things are everything. They're what keep us soft. They're what keep us sane. They're what keep us here. And just like the ocean, the tide washes up on the shore, and eventually it recedes. It crawls forward and then pulls back. again and again. And sometimes, when the waves crash at your feet, it leaves you something. A shell you've never seen before, a smooth stone polished by time, or even a message in a bottle. A reminder that even after the chaos, there can still be gifts. So even though the tides of terror might be crashing on our shores right now, physics says they will recede. There will be calm again. Even if the light at the end of the tunnel looks like the size of a pinhole, it's still there. It's okay to feel exhausted. It's okay to feel lost. But don't give up on the idea of relief, because that's one of the only things they can't take from you. Hope is yours. Hope is stubborn. Hope is survival. So hold on. Float if you have to. Tread water if you must. The tide will turn. The waters will calm. And until then, just keep yourself afloat.